Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Almighty Allah, the entirely merciful and especially merciful. Dear viewers on the globe, I greet you with the best greeting that I have learned in my lifetime, the best greeting that I have learned from the Messenger of Almighty Allah. His name is Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and he taught me how to share it with other people. It's the message of peace, the greeting of peace. So I greet you with this kind of greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. May peace be unto all of you. Ameen, ameen. Dear viewers across the globe, I greet you with this greeting and I ask you to disseminate it with other people who are around you, with everyone. Whenever you have an opportunity to share it with other people, please spread the message so that peace would spread across the globe. Welcome to this program. Welcome to Treasures from the Holy Quran. And you have the opportunity to learn these treasures and they become yours. Exclusively yours. You can share them with others, yet you are the one who owns them. You can own them, and every human being else, if he or she wants to learn them, they become theirs as well at the same time. The source is there, you learn from it, you memorize it, you understand it, you share it with others, yet still you all the time have, alhamdulillah, it with you in your hands. The best thing that you can do, you share this. وَمَنْ أَحْسَنُ قَوْلًا مِمَّنْ دَعَا إِلَى اللَّهِ. No one has better speech on this planet than the ones who spreads the words of Almighty Allah. The words of your Creator, the words of my Creator. He's the same though. He's the Creator of everything. So share the words, his words, with everyone. And then this is a shortcut to get rewards. And every one of us is looking for that. I am doing this, you are doing this, everybody can do that, can do the same thing. So this is what we are going to discuss today. Again, one ayah. One evidence, one solid evidence that from Almighty Allah, one sign that it is from Almighty Allah, you share it with others. Don't miss this opportunity. It's ayah number 56. Ayah number 56, chapter 18. Surah Al-Kahf, you already know that. This chapter is in the middle of the Holy Quran. And this chapter is for every Muslim and for every believer. And it's an invitation for all of us to understand it. Here, in this verse, how it reads in Arabic, let's listen to it. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وما نرسل المرسلين إلا مبشرين ومنذرين ويجادل الذين كفروا بالباطل ليدحضوا به الحق واتخذوا آياتي وما أنذروا هزوا. Talks about the nature of some people around us. What does it say? What does Allah say about them? And we hear Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. This we is the royal we. It refers to Almighty Allah, who is one, of course. And we send not the messengers except as givers of glad tidings and warners. But those who disbelieve, dispute with false argument in order to refute the truth therefore or thereby, And they treat my ayat, my proofs, they treat my evidences, they treat my verses, they treat my lessons, they treat my signs and revelations, and that with which they are warned as a jest and mockery. You see, this meaning, this verse, had been repeated in many different ways. The message of it had been repeated in different locations in the Quran. You read it here, you read it there to reinforce the meaning, because we need reminders and clarifications and elaborations. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, out of His mercy, He knows our nature as humans, that we need this. We need to be reminded because we forget. And we err. And therefore we need someone to correct all of the time. And the Quran does this job for us. The more we are exposed to the Quran, therefore the Quran has this title, Al-Quran, which means, literally, it means a book that should be read regularly. There's no way for us to be reminded unless there's someone beside us to remind us all the time, or if someone is absent, is not here, we ourselves can do the job. We grab the book and we start reading, we start reciting. Day after day, day after day, day after day, almost every day there will be a package for you to read. Regularly, if you do it regularly, it becomes part of your life. And in this way, you guarantee that when you finish the entire Quran, you start it again, and you start it again. When it's going to end? Until we die. Yeah, this is an ongoing task. Whether you are at elementary school or at high school or at the university, whether you are a parent, whether you are a mother, whether you are a peer group, as long as you are living, this would be your task. To guarantee that the information is activated into your mind. Because as I said, as our nature as humans, we forget. And we need to be reminded. Not only we forget, we err, we make mistakes. And unless the corrector, the one who corrects us, is available, it will be a big loss. That's why this book is indispensable. We cannot dispense with it. Day and night, whenever you have some time and you can organize your time, put it in your daily schedule. 10 minutes or 15 minutes in the morning and 15 minutes before you sleep. Every day, if you do this, you will be connected with the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you would never have an opportunity, you would never have a chance that you lose it, you forget. Because you do it again and again and again and again. To the degree that it may be astonishing for some people that some of the companions of our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because of their love and their trust and the significance of this book, they used to read and finish reading it in 3 days. And then they start doing it again and again and again. Every 3 days they finish reading the Quran. So they have an opportunity to listen to the words of Almighty Allah, all of it from cover to cover in 3 days. It depends on the time you have. For you, it can be 5 days. For me, it can be in a month. I finish one part, one juz every day. For others, it may be less than this. For others, it may be longer than this. But this is our task. And remember all the time, when you read the cover of the book, it reminds you that it is Al-Quran, that the book that should be regularly read. If you don't do this, you are not getting the purpose, or you're not achieving the objective of the book. And all of us don't want to be in this position. Therefore, it is advisable for all of us to share it with each. You can share it with the people of your family. You can share it when you access some recitation of. That's why, yes, you can all the time, and we have all the tools and the ways that we can. It's very simple for us to listen it on your iPad or your iPhone. And there are all different ways, different technologies nowadays can give you easy access to the Quran. You just need the time. Even if you are driving, you can do that. Before you sleep, you can do that. Once you get up in the morning and before even you get your breakfast, yes, after the salat, you start getting your daily meal from the Quran. I call it daily meal because it is essential for our nourishment, for our growth, for our understanding. And here is one of the verses that focuses what is the purpose that Allah sent to humans, those messengers. What is the purpose? Why does Allah send us? We have came across this beautiful meaning in the first couple of ayat in Surah Al-Kahf itself. It's almost everywhere Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us the purpose of sending messengers, the purpose of selecting messengers from the humans is to do this job. Their main job is two things: to give glad tidings, glad information, happy information for those who have done well, for those who obeyed Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, for those who followed the guidelines from their Lord, to give them glad tidings that they are going to be in paradise. They are going to be rewarded for their good deeds. Good deeds. These are the best good deeds that you can do. And at the same time, they are warners. So they give the good news and they give the bad news. They give the bad news for those who did very poorly in their lives, for those who selected to be bad. Some people wanted to be bad. Some people did not want to excel. Some people selected not to obey the guidelines from Almighty Allah. For whatever reason, the reason can be inside yourself. The shaitan is whispering to us, and this prevents us from doing good things. On the contrary, it invites us, the Satan invites us to do bad things. So those people who have done very poorly in their lifetime, they are getting the warning from the messengers of Almighty Allah. So not only that we have the book is available with us, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the messengers to explain these books and to explain the guidelines to us. So there would be no excuse for us that we did not have an opportunity to access this. No way. So this is the purpose of sending the messengers. But those people who have done poorly in this life, the one act that they have done that led them to this outcome, to this negative end, is what they used to dispute, and they used to use false argument First of all, one quality that they have, they love argument. They love to argue. You know that? Argument for argument's sake, those are the people. Just for the sake of arguments. Not only that, even worse than argument for argument's sake, but they use false arguments from the beginning. What comes out from their tongues is false, false, false. You see the absence of the word truth? Truthful is absent from their tongue. They use false arguments to defend their position, to defend their beliefs, their wrong beliefs. They used to do that. On and on and on and on, day after day, week after day, they use that. And you can see this, and you take this and apply it to some people around you, and you see what they are doing. They are just using false proofs, false arguments. These people have been warned by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why do they want this? To defeat the truth. Their goal is to defeat the truth. Their goal is they don't want the truth to spread out. This is their goal. Those people who have done very poorly in their lifetime. And they use this. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala focuses on those kinds of people as He focuses on the people who have done very well in their lifetime. He focuses also. He gives us a picture of those people who have done well and a picture of those people who have done very poorly. So it becomes clearer. Every day it becomes crystal clear in our minds and in our eyes. So this is some of the ways that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us to guide our hearts to the truth. Therefore, we appreciate and we do thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the guidance that He gave us in His authentic book, the verbatim of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Al-Quran Al-Kareem. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.